Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Monday morning Mailbox Power Mastermind Call. Yes, say that 3 times fast. It is September 2024, and we come together every single Monday morning to mastermind to help each other grow our Mailbox Power money. In other words, mailbox money. And we all like mailbox money, right? Or at least Mike and I do. So we love to talk about how to grow that mailbox money and how to grow. The beauty of Mailbox Power is residual income. I had a discussion with somebody last week specifically about Mailbox Power and residual income. And we'll talk a little bit more about that after we share our wins for the week, because that's the way we like to start the week. So does anybody have a Mailbox Power win they would like to share, Lulu? Because I know Lulu has a win.
Yeah, I got a pro member as a result of a Zoom call that I did with about 60 people from, they're all independent dealers under one corporate umbrella. And that's the beginning of something I think will be really big. So I don't want to say any more.
So congratulations. Yes, Lulu, one of her customers was the one that referred her, and she was able to get in front of many other people who do the same thing that that customer does. And I'm excited for the possibilities for Lulu. Andrea.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to be able to get on here this morning. And I've got the beginning of a win. It's not solidified yet, but I'm excited because it's has to do with a new church that's getting planted in California, Northern California. And so I've known this person for many, many years, and we've reconnected on Facebook and started. And so they're in the process of getting the budget put together so that they can join. In the meantime, we're working together to be able to send out to invite for the quote unquote grand opening of the church. So
awesome. And if you haven't seen Andrea, Bob Wilcox has a whole booklet on how churches can use Mailbox Power. So go search the affiliate group, and he's I don't want to misquote price. I want to say, I don't remember how much it was.
That's okay.
I think there was a small fee, but it was very small. Your background is.
I know. Anyway, I got mine. It's phenomenal.
Awesome. So reach out to him so that you have that, because it's a great place to start the conversation.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Lulu.
I was just going to add to that, like churches, I feel that churches are an underserved segment of what we do. And this thing that Bob put together is unbelievable. And we didn't really have the collateral before. And it's not easy to have them see the possibilities. At least that's been my experience.
Yes.
It's funny because a lot of churches talk about, abundance and God and, how it's all going to flow in and whatever. But then when it comes to working over the money,
they don't want to let go of it.
They don't want to let go. So I think that this is a great tool to open their eyes. And the reality is they can get one of their congregants to tithe it every month.
Yep. So and I'm not going to say any more than you just gave me an idea, and I need to write it down right now so that I can go do it for a Facebook Live.
Okay.
Will you let us know when you do that so we can learn too?
Well, you'll see it on my Facebook. So as long as you're following me on Facebook,
Yeah, I have a couple churches I'm working on, and it's tough.
It is. It's been
it's tough.
very tough because
It
I've
just-
got 2 or 3 that it's like, oh no, that's not what we do. And
yep.
I know, spreading
I
love
shared
and
with
joy
someone
and
yesterday at church that I've been, because of the fact that I'm never in one spot very, very long anymore, it seems like I go to a number of different churches and it's like, oh no, that's not what we do here.
Yep.
how it's incongruent with what they're telling their
Donors.
congregants.
Yeah.
It's incongruent.
Mm-hmm.
It's bizarre to me.
I agree.
My humble
and
opinion.
You just like my whole brain is now in create mode. Like, oh, I've got so many things that
Well,
I've
I'm
got
glad I
running
could
around in my
return.
brain.
I'm glad I could return the favor.
Yep, Suzanne.
Yeah, I've started something. I fortunately or unfortunately now I'm a secretary for the condo association where I live. It can be a good thing or not a good thing, depending. I think you all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, the other day I had a problem with one of my palm trees that fell over. And one of our neighbors actually loves to work in the yard. And so she came over and she actually took care of it and cut it down and whatever. But anyway, so I sent her a card yesterday thanking her and sending her a mug and telling her she was awesome. And I thought about that and I thought, we need to recognize the people in our community who are working hard to keep it a beautiful place, and today they're mowing the lawn and I thought I should send something to the guys who mow the lawn, and anyway, but there's just so many opportunities to thank people. And I was thinking, maybe this Thanksgiving, what I'll do is send out thank you cards to people in my association for all the things that they have done and so forth. Because I thought, well, I didn't want to just pick out one person, but that one person did go above and beyond, I thought, to help me.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just, I think we need to do that. And I'm also going to start sending cards to the church that I go to, and I've talked to them about it, and they're not, like you said, they're like, yeah, I don't know. And I thought, well, it's just a small church and I can afford it. I can do it, so I'm going to start doing that and just kind of wet their whistle, and get that kind of going. So we'll see how all that works. Because it was funny because they were making up a new membership form. And one of the things they weren't putting on, they put the name and address, but they didn't put birthday. I said, be sure to put birthday and anniversary on there, so they will fill that out too. But anyway, there's just so many ways that you can do this. And anyway, but that's my 2 cents.
Awesome. Andrea, I know you had your hand up.
No, I guess forgot to take it down or something.
Oh, no,
But
you're fine.
She also triggered something as far as sending that Thanksgiving cards out.
That's actually what we were going to talk about today. So that was a perfect lead-in, even though she didn't know that's what I was going to talk about. Any other wins before we get to talking about the upcoming holiday season? Okay. This may scare you, especially if you're watching the replay. Those that are on are probably very well aware, but if not, it is 72 days until Thanksgiving, until gobble gobble time. And Thanksgiving, as Suzanne said, is a perfect time. It is actually, in my opinion, the best time for businesses to reach out and thank their customers and to send a holiday card. because if you've watched these replays, if you've listened to any of my YouTube trainings or my Facebook Lives, especially around this time of year, you will hear me talk about Thanksgiving over and over again, because not everybody celebrates Christmas. They celebrate other holidays. And unfortunately, you can kind of set somebody off, and they can be extremely ungrateful for a Christmas card if they are not someone who celebrates Christmas. And so why even broach the subject? Some of us have a coach that talks about no sports, no politics, no religion, because when you do, you can alienate a whole bunch of people. So why? Why do businesses insist on sending Christmas or happy holidays cards when even happy holidays can set somebody off? Like, why didn't you say Merry Christmas? And Thanksgiving is all about giving thanks. So let's start a movement. You know, I've been preaching this for 13 years. And I can probably count, instead of on one hand anymore, I can probably count on two hands how many businesses of the thousands I have coached that actually take my advice and send a Thanksgiving card. And I would like to start a Thanksgiving movement with Mailbox Power. And we need to get the word out, because as I said, it's only 72 days, which means you really have about 60 days. If you are listening to this and you are a current client or you are a Mailbox Power affiliate, if you are listening to this and you are not currently a Mailbox Power user, I would love to chat with you, because you have about 60 days to get with me or get with whoever introduced you to Mailbox Power and get those Thanksgiving cards out. Because depending on where you are in the US or Canada, it can take at least a week. There are places that only takes a few days, but it's okay for it to show up early. But like if you're on the East Coast, if you're in Florida, or you're up on the East Coast of Canada, it could take as many as 10 days. So we want to get them out within 60 days, because that gives it 12 days to get there. Now, if you're watching this and it happens to be November 15th or November 20th, and you're like, it's too late to send them. It's never too late to send a card or a card and gift, especially Thanksgiving or birthday. Everybody's like, yeah, but it'll go after their birthday or it'll arrive after Thanksgiving. Nobody's going to call you and say, it was late. They're going to call you and say, oh my God, thank you so much. There's no such thing as a late sentiment. And thank you especially. So many businesses say to me, yeah, but you know, I'll start with the orders, or you know, I'm going to be they're a new customer, and I'm going to start from this week going forward. What about the last month or two? Why not send thank yous when you get started? If you are a brand new user in Mailbox Power and you are watching this, why not go back a month or two and say, hey, it's been so busy, I haven't had the time to properly thank you for your order or for your business. It's never too late to say thank you. But if you don't say thank you,
you're always late.
You're always late. Yeah. Well, if you don't say thank you, you're just somebody else that's looking for the client's money. And that is not going to generate repeat business and referrals. It
Totally
just
agree.
isn't, unless it's a necessary service that you provide and you're the only one in the area. If you don't take care of your clients, so I don't know where it was last week. I heard somebody, it was either on Facebook or I was at a networking meeting or I saw it in a book. I don't remember where I first saw it last week, but it hit me. Think like a customer. Think like a customer, act like an owner.
Ooh,
Think like a customer, act like an owner. If you're not thinking like your customers, and what if you were your own customer would expect or want, you are missing out. Client nurturing is the key to future business and future sales. 80%, I've given this fact over and over and over again, and it's out on the internet. Go research it. 80% of your future business is going to come from 20% of your current clients. So what are you doing to nurture those current clients to generate that 80% of your future business?
I love that.
Are you a business that is going out and having to beat the streets every single month to generate new business? If you are, you're doing it wrong. I'll say that again. If you are watching this and you are a business or you are coaching businesses that are going out and having to recreate, start from ground zero every single month to recreate the business, they are doing it wrong. It doesn't matter if you're in affiliate marketing. It doesn't matter if you're network marketing. I'm not talking about residual income in that aspect. There is residual income for every single business out there, and it's called word of mouth marketing and referrals. And if you are not tapping into it, you are missing out on a lot. Because only a 5% increase in client retention, just 5%, can create 95% more income. Go Google it. Look at the facts of client retention versus client acquisition. I challenge all of you to go do some research on that this week, whether you're a business owner watching this replay or you're a Mailbox Power affiliate trying to teach businesses the right way to do business. Go Google client acquisition versus client retention, or relationship marketing or client nurturing versus transactional versus relational marketing. Google all of those things. And I'd love to hear what you find out next week on the call. I'm hoping somebody finds something that I haven't, because I Google this stuff all the time. But we all, when we Google, we don't always get the same results depending on where we are in the world, or what we normally search. Google kind of gives you what it thinks you need based on where you are. So I'm curious if anybody will come up with some nice juicy stuff for next week.
Like, this is gold. Transactional versus,
Relational.
that's what okay.
And I don't know if I've put it, I think I put it up on YouTube. Let me go look real quick. Video. Maybe not.
Mm.
I'll put it up. I could have sworn I put it on YouTube. I'll have to go look for it. I just did a video, or I did a presentation for BNI about a month ago, and I believe it's up on YouTube. If not, I'll get it up on YouTube. I know that I put it somewhere because I've shared it with a few people already.
Mm.
But it talks, I think that one I talked about transactional versus relational. If not, if it wasn't that one, go back and watch. I have other BNI presentations that are out on my YouTube channel, which is Michael and Brenda Sanchez. It's Michael and Brenda Sanchez on YouTube. So go follow us, like us, subscribe to our channel. That way you'll get, when we put new videos out there, you'll get notifications if you click the notification bell.
Fantastic.
Any thoughts or any ideas, Lulu?
I've been sending Thanksgiving cards for a long time as opposed to Christmas cards. And the other time I like to send cards is New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
think that's another opportunity. You know, you thank your customers for, you know, whatever, you know, this past year. And I look forward, you know, wishing you all the best in the new year, look forward to blah, 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 whatever it is. I just think New Year's is, everybody celebrates New Year's,
Yep.
everybody. And it's just another missed opportunity. And, you know, the thing about Christmas, aside from the whole religion thing, is just that that's most people's go-to, and you get lost in the shuffle, and you're just another person sending a Christmas card. And it doesn't have the same cachet as it does if it arrives at Thanksgiving or New Year's. That's my humble opinion.
I agree. And there are many health and wellness companies that want to avoid the whole holiday thing, but New Year's resolutions, everybody has a New Year's resolution, so have the New Year's card arrive between Christmas and New Year's, because most people start the new year with a New Year's resolution of getting healthy. So don't have it arrive in the real thick pile, although it's still pretty thick even the days after Christmas for those that arrive late. But if you can arrive right at the end of the year instead of sending it on the 1st, because then it
Right.
doesn't arrive till the 10th and they've all given up on their New Year's resolutions of weight, you know, by then most people have. So if you're in the health and wellness industry, make sure you time that properly for the end of the year, and don't be super salesy. You know, we've all had a great holiday season, and I just wanted to wish you happy holidays, whatever holiday you celebrate. And as we enter the new year, it's been my experience that most people are looking to get healthy. If you're a financial advisor, get my wealth in order. And you know, you have a New Year's resolution to do that. And if that's you, let's have a conversation. And that can even be on the back of the card. The inside all about thank you for your business, and I appreciate you being in my circle of influence, or whatever it might be. And on the back, because again, where does branding and all of that belong? Hallmark, Blue Mountain Arts, all of those cards, American Greetings, do they put anything on the front or the inside of the card? No, they put it on the back of the card because that's where the marketing belongs.
Yep. And I don't even put a lot, you know, if they know me, they know me. And a lot of times I don't even put anything. I just put maybe a quote or something on the back.
Yep.
I don't even brand myself.
On our holiday cards, I do recommend though now, because they don't put your name and address at the bottom, we've taken that off, that I would at least do that, because sometimes Lulu's a unique name. But Brenda, if I just sign it Brenda, I happen to know 3 other Brendas in town. And somebody might forget which Brenda sent that to them. So I would include on the back of all cards at least your name and address, or your name and your business name and website, or your contact, a phone number or something, so that they know, because I don't generally ever put last name in the inside of the card. I just sign it Michael and Brenda, or just Brenda. So if you have other people in your sphere or in your networking circles that have the same name as you, and you have not put your information on the back, shame on you, because that person a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks later could think it was a different Brenda or a different Andrea that sent it.
Makes
So make
sense.
sure you are including that on the back somewhere. It doesn't have to be big, it can be tiny at the bottom, but someplace on the back of the card, to make sure that it's there.
Love
Yeah,
it.
this is what I put on the back of my card. Most of them is, what I just posted in chat. And I also, I read this article from Forbes, and I wanted you to look at it. I sent it to Wendy, and I never got a response from her. But it's really an excellent article about how important it is that to do direct mail, and that direct mail is coming back. People are starting to use it more and more. Anyway, I just thought you might be interested in reading it. It's not a real long article, but it's got packed full of good information.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I've got it on my screen.
Yeah, I
already.
brought it up
Thank
on
you.
my screen too, so thank you.
Uh-huh.
And if you are in a networking group, this is the perfect time of year. And so I used to say the best referral for me is somebody who sends pies or popcorn tins. And because I specifically, I think it was last year, it was either last year or the year before, I got 4 pies. We can't eat 4 pies. And if you don't want all that work and you want to stand out and be different, you should contact me. But there are a lot of people that like to do those type of client nurturing events. So instead of it being, could be perceived as a negative, I have said the best people, or the best referral for me, is somebody who sends pies, or like I just had a real estate agent I heard went out and bought Palisade peaches. So in Colorado, if you're in Colorado, you understand Palisade peaches are amazing. Well, he went out and bought like 20 bushels and put together like 100 packages and went to his top 100 clients. But he said, I was in a mastermind, and he said, I wish that we could have done more because we have more clients. Well, a perfect referral for me is somebody who loves to do that, but is never reaching all of their client base. I can help them with everyone else. They can pick 25 or 100 or whatever they can do. And then I can help them send something to everybody else, and it won't take a lot of work. Like something like that. So I've changed the language, and that wasn't exactly the language I've been using, but something similar to that, to say, and I'm looking for real estate agents, insurance agents, mortgage people that do client appreciation events. And the reason why is because not everybody will come to those events, because they can't come at that time that they are offering that event. And what if they could reach all of the clients that did not show up at the client appreciation event, so that that client could still feel appreciated without having to go to the event? Military, especially here in Colorado, during COVID, I had a real estate agent that did client appreciation events, and COVID kind of put a stop to all that. And she's like, I got to do something. What am I going to do? And so she used Mailbox Power and sent out movie boxes with popcorn and treats and things like that, and a card, and sent a gift card in it so that they could go buy an Amazon gift card so that they could go buy the movie, stream the movie, and did a client appreciation that way because she has a lot of military. Well, COVID went away. And guess what? She's still doing those type of events because when she was doing local events, she was missing out on probably 75% of her past client base because they're no longer here. They're military, they've moved away, but that doesn't mean she can't serve them. She has a whole team of real estate professionals all across the US that she can refer that person to, even if she can't be the one handling it. And she then still is serving those clients. She's still getting a commission. She's handing it off to somebody that she trusts in her network. Why are we losing out on things like that? Client appreciation events are great, but they don't serve all your clients. So what if we could put a system in place that served all of your clients instead of just a few?
Oh my
Boy,
gosh.
I've got language for my commercials for this week.
Woohoo!
Hey.
Me too, Brenda. I have notes here. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
This was amazing. Really amazing.
Awesome.
Really amazing.
Any last thoughts before we end the call for this week? Well, I hope you all have an amazing week, and I look forward to all the success stories next week. If you have a challenge in your business or you would like to discuss something on these mastermind calls, please reach out because I would love to learn topics that you would like to discuss, so that we can help you in wherever you're stuck in your business. Lulu.
I just have one quick question. When somebody's building a drip campaign, but then they have an event card, like let's say Thanksgiving, are they able to put that into the drip campaign
No.
or they have to send? Okay. Because
They
I've
have
gotten
to be
conflicting.
different. Nope.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
My understanding, and I will confirm this with Justin, but my understanding is you cannot mix event and drip.
Okay. I got conflicting info and I figured you'd give me the straight scoop.
I'll go double check myself, but last I knew you could not combine the two. They needed to be two separate ones.
Okay.
And to be honest, even if you could do it together, I would do them as two separate ones because not everybody will be in an event-based automation, but everybody might be in the drip.
Gotcha.
Or everybody might be in the event because it's only done a couple times a year, and not everybody might be in the drip that gets monthly or weekly. That would only be your top clients. So I would keep them separate only so that you could have a minimal nurturing versus a
got you.
full-on nurturing.
Got you.
So even
Okay.
if they could be done together, I still would recommend keeping them separate, but I will research that answer and get back to you.
Thank you.
You're
Okay.
welcome. I hope you all have a fabulous week, and I'll see you next Monday on the Mastermind Call.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. This was awesome.
It was.
Have a blessed.